Guys and gals, and welcome to a new Bastion 1 video where I'll be giving you a tour, well, not really a tour, I will show you guys my plush collection. As you know, I am mainly a plush and Let's Play channel, and so I thought, this would be a great idea to actually show you guys my plush collection. Now let's start with the main group themselves, the fucking Mario gang and the Bowser gang. These guys have been through so much shit, but they have been a big part of my life, and I'm happy that I own all of them. And out of all my belongings, I treasure these ones very dear to me. So here's Mario, main man Mario here. I got the Ouija. He's a New Super Mario Bros. A Wii plushie, I think. Yep, New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Don't know if you can see the tag. And you got Peach right here. She's in a little bit of rough shape, but she's still looking good. Got Dr. Bones here. My Dry Bones plushie, but, he's Dr. Bones, the main man right here. Looking good. And you got Blue, which is a very interesting plushie, actually. He's actually a backpack, or something like that. This pouch is a pouch, and you can zip it open. And, this is a backpack, the ropes that you can wear on, and I do have another plushie from the series too. So that's the Mario gang, and I get over to the Bowser Jr. gang. And you got Bowser Jr., my main man, Bowser Jr. Named my whole channel after him. Look at him, looks awesome. You got Bowser here looking badass. He's not in perfect condition, but that adds to his character. Makes him look more tough. Like he's been through some shit. And you got Homer here. I think one of the only Simpsons plush I have. I'm going to put him on the ground so you guys can get a better view at him. He's a very big plushie. He's hard to get in the shot. Usually when you see him in a video, you only see like that, or he's sitting on the couch, because that's the easiest way to get a lot of them in the shot. And you got Rosalina, the character who's been in the Mario and the Bowser gang. I mean, everyone around here is very close friends, but Rosalina, when she first was introduced to Bastion 1, she needed a place to live, so she lived with the Mario gang. And at the beginning of Season 10, she wanted to reconnect with her son, so she moved there. So, there's Rosalina. So that's the Mario and the Bowser gang, the most familiar and iconic plushies to Bastion 1. So now let's take a look at a few other plushies. Before I get to my big bags full of plushies, I just want to quickly show you my desk plushies. These are the plushies that I keep on my desk here. You got Isabelle here. I got her at a Toys R Us, and she looks so cute. She is one of my favorite characters from anything of all time. And as soon as I saw that, I'm like, I need that. And then you got Big Ol' Yoshi here. The reason I call him Big Ol' Yoshi is because he makes an appearance in Season 10. He's the one that calls Blue and offers him the job to be the king of Yoshi's Island. It's just a normal Yoshi plush, but in Bastion 1, he's Big Ol' Yoshi. So now let's take a look at some more plushies. So before I get into these two big bags here, I want to take a look at some of the plushies on top of it. So first of all, I want to grab this one. This plushie actually hasn't appeared in Bastion 1 at all. This is a Wedding Peach from Mario Odyssey plushie. I got this on Amazon. I saw it, and it looked awesome, and it was only 25 bucks, so I thought that was a great deal. And I picked it up, and I'm very happy with the plushie. It's very nice fabric and everything. And I don't think she'll make an appearance in Bastion 1, because this Peach is, very iconic and everything. But, that's my Wedding Peach. She's a very awesome-looking plushie, and I'm very happy with her. Next up, you got Toadette. So she has appeared in Bastion 1. Her first appearance was, I think it might be Season 3. I might be wrong about that, though, as Captain Toad's wife. And then she helps her husband in Season 4 promote the golf course, drinking martinis with her buds and everything. But then she gets an alcohol addiction, so when we see her again in Season 9, she's totally against alcohol and everything. And, yeah, she's kind of like a typical girly girl, like, oh my god, and oh my god, you look fabulous, like, type shit like that. So, yeah, that's Toadette. Now I'll get to the plushies over here. We'll start off with Waddle Dee here, one of my Kirby plushies. I have a few Kirby plushies. I got him last Christmas, and he's been used as a few characters. He was one of the Dragons Gang members in the Season 7 finale, and he was Waddle Dee in Season 10, so You know, I really like the Kirby plushies. They always look awesome, so I'm just going to put them up here. And then we'll grab old King Dedede. Oh, wait, I got to get the voice out. Got to clap it at that Kirby. There's King Dedede, who has appeared in Season 10 alongside Waddle Dee over there, so he looks really good. I really like the way he looks. I like how companies put so much detail in their plushies, so there's King Dedede. And then you got this red Yoshi here. Now, he's only appeared in one episode of Bowser 1. He appeared in, I believe it was A Day in the Life of Cousin Mario. That was the episode he appeared in. He was the ruler of, I think it was Green Hill Zone. And, you know, he was the one talking to Cousin Mario, so that's Red Yoshi. Next up, you got Boom Boom. Boom Boom first appeared in Bowser 1 in Season 7 when he robbed the liquor store and Mario stopped him. But he also was one of the main villains in Season 10, which Mario and Luigi also stopped him and threw his ass in jail. So now we're done with the plushies on the bags. So let's actually go into the bags now. We'll start with this bag, which is mainly side characters. And this is another bag of plushies. So start off right here at the top, which is Captain Toad. It's actually just a regular Toad plushie. He is the same brand as this Mario right here. I wanted to get a Captain Toad plushie for the longest time, and I still do want one. But I feel like even if I did get one now, I wouldn't use him in Bowser 1. Because, you know, this is just how we're used to seeing Captain Toad. So this Toad plushie has also played a few characters. He's played actually a few normal Toads before, you know, I slapped this elastic. And right here, this is a pill bottle. Like, you know, you take a pill bottle and you peel that off of it before you can actually get to the pills inside. That's what I used for his little light there. So there's Captain Toad. Next up, we have Cheryl. Oh, Dr. Bones, the love of his life. We got Cheryl here. I really like this plushie because, like, you know, the texture on Cheryl's shell. But, you know, Cheryl's a Buzzy Beetle. And, you know, she's a good-looking plushie. Now, let's go grab Joe, the Paragoomba plushie. This is the only Goomba plushie I have. And, you know, I really like him. He looks very accurate, and he's got his wings, and he has a thing, so I guess you can hang him on as he flies. So let's put Joe right there, and you know, one of Junior's best friends, and he's been with Junior for a long time. So just needed to say that before I grab the next one. We got Dr. Bones with wings. Oh dear brother, but Dr. Bones' brother right here, Dr. Bones with wings. Don't know if you guys have noticed, but I have a common theme about siblings in Bowser 1 having very similar names, like Dr. Bones' brother is called Dr. Bones with Wings. Captain Toad's brother is called Toad. And Toadsworth from Toadsworth News' brother is Toadsworth. So, yeah, very similar names in Bowser 1. But, you know, Dr. Bones with Wings is Epera Drybones, I think that's what they call them. He's very interesting. His shell's got some very latex, not really latex, but kind of the same material from Cheryl's shell. The rest of it is kind of like typical fabric. So there's Dr. Bones with Wings, the main villain in Season 3, and, you know, eventually became good old friends with Dr. Bones again after a heartfelt conversation. So now we got Yoshi. Oh, shoot, almost dropped him. Everyone's favorite drug dealer. Yoshi's been through a lot in Bowser 1. You know, he's a hard-working man, then he lost his job, and he was struggling for money, and eventually he became a drug dealer. But in the Bowser 1 series finale, Season 10, the last episode of Season 10, you know, even though Bowser 1's not over yet, the Season 10 finale, Yoshi got his job back, so it looks like his life actually might be back on track again. And as you noticed, he is the same brand as the Toad in the Mario there. So now let's grab another plushie in the bag. Oh, we got a Kirby. Oh, shoot. This is an Angel Kirby plushie that I think Kirby and the Amazing Mirror was that power-up was from. Now, the Kirby plushies have been doing a various number of roles in Bowser 1. Like, most notably, they've been part of the Dragon's Gang, which was mainly the Kirby species. Because those that don't know, in Bowser 1... Kirby is a species that live on Defino Island. So, Kirby's have been a part of the Dragons Gang, and they've also been servants at Peach's castle, working for Cousin Mario and Peach and all that. So, there's Angel Kirby. Let's grab the next one. We got Fire Mario, my first power-up plushie. So this one's very new. I think I got him Christmas 2018. He is very good condition, very well sewn, and looks good. He's actually been in a few episodes too. He's been in the season 10 episode Mario and Luigi's Time Traveling Pursuit, and he's also been in season 1 and season 3. I'm going to try to speed this up so I'm not taking too long on each plushie, but I do want to give you guys a little bit of background on each. So now we got another Kirby. This one is Leaf Kirby that appeared in Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Once again, he was probably a member of the Dragons Gang, and he was also a servant at Peach's and Cousin Mario's castle. So we got Blue Toad here, which I believe is also a new Super Mario Bros. Wii plushie, so he'd be with Luigi. I think the only thing I can really remember of Blue Toad is he was one of the Secret Service guys in the season 4 finale. So let's grab it. Oh, we got Phil. Hey guys, I'm Phil. I like crayons. We got Phil, another one of Junior's best buddies. They've been through so much together. And the interesting part about Phil is for the longest time I really struggled what I want to do for his character, because, we had Joe, which was Goody Two-Shoes, Nabbit was kind of like the guy that always got in trouble, and Junior was kind of the good one, he always knew what was right, but, he still had fun. I didn't know what to do with Phil, and eventually I landed on the fact that he would be stupid, so that's how Phil became stupid. And we have my Meta Knight plushie, which I believe is based on the Kirby Right Back At Ya TV show, which is a very awesome TV show, by the way. And Meta Knight served 2 roles, I think, Bowser 1. He was a character that died in Bowser Jr.'s Easter Disaster. There was a 2-part series called Bowser Jr.'s Easter Disaster. Meta Knight played a different character there, and he died. And he came back in season 4 or 5 as a police chief, and he eventually became a side character in normal Bowser 1, and in season 10, he was promoted from Officer Meta Knight to Chief Meta Knight, so Meta Knight's got a little bit of story behind him. And so how I said I had another kind of similar plushie to Blue? Well, here we have the similar plushie, which is Pink Yoshi. This was originally my sister's, but because she knows I'm a big Mario fan, and I do Mario Stuffy videos, she handed Pink Yoshi to me. And she's been in a few interesting videos. She was originally Blue's girlfriend, and then she dumped him, and Bowser did her in the one episode where Bowser goes to BowserCon, and then she comes back in season 10 marrying this guy Bobby, which Bowser conveniently tells her to dump. So yeah, she kind of goes around a lot, so she's kind of a bit of a slut, but yeah, okay. Oh, look at him. It's good old Cousin Mario. Hey guys, it's Cousin Mario. Oh, I wish Bowser 1 didn't kill me. Why did you kill me, you dick? Fuck you. But this Cousin Mario, a side character for the longest time, who I killed off in the Season 8 finale, so let's have a moment of silence for Cousin Mario. He was a stupid man, but he had a heart of gold, and he loved those butterscotch candies, and don't forget that I love to fuck those washing machines, so there's Cousin Mario, probably one of the most iconic side characters. And when I think of the fact that I killed him off, I do get very emotional. So yeah, now let's go back into the bag, and let's get... Oh, there's Toadsworth, from Toadsworth News' brother, Toadsworth. This is a very interesting character. He gets job after job after job. He gets fired. So he's had a few jobs. He was Peach's spokesman in the election. Then he was with Luigi. He robbed the bank. Then he was Junior's therapist. Then he worked at a restaurant. He probably did a few other jobs, but those are the ones I can think off the fly. So there's Toadsworth, my Toadsworth plushie, who has been through... he's had so many jobs. So let's go back to the bag. Got the only original Kirby plushie. By that, I mean This is really the only Kirby plushie that has a character in Bastion 1. The rest of them are kind of filler characters. This one has character. This is Kirby with an umbrella, who is Toadsworth from Toadsworth News replacement. So he runs the news, and I really do like his character. So Kirby with an umbrella. And back to the bag. Oh, look it, it's Nabbit. Nabbit. I remember I got this plushie, and I'm like, okay, I automatically know what I was gonna do. Nabbit with the plushie where I was handed him. Well, most plushies when I bought them, I knew what I was gonna do with them. Like when I got Dr. Bones with wings, I knew I wanted to make him Dr. Bones' brother. I knew I wanted to make him a villain. Nabbit was a character that I knew what I wanted to do with. I wanted to make him Junior's friend, and I did. And you know, Nabbit and Junior have been through a lot. They've been friends ever since they were kids, and they've gotten into trouble, like when Nabbit gets arrested for stealing New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, and Junior's got to break his ass out of jail. I really, one thing that I am going to do in the future, Bastion 1, is I'm going to build up on Junior's relationship with his friends. He's like Joe, Phil, and Nabbit. That's something I really miss doing in Bastion 1, is, you know, making Junior hang out with his friends. Most of the newer episodes of Bastion 1 have been about Junior and his family. But I want to go back to like kind of the older roots and, you know, have episodes about Junior hanging out with his friends. So sometime in the future, look forward to a spin-off series about Junior and his friends, because that's going to come in the future sometime. Here we go. Got another Toad. This Toad plushie is a bit weird because mushroom on his head looks like it's got to be a little bit bigger. There's only really one scene, one character I remember this Toad playing. He was a pothead in season, I think he appeared only in season 4. He helped Blue protest, and he was also part of Blue's team, so he was a pothead Toad, so. I'm going to start pausing before I go back in the bag because it's getting empty. Alright, so we have Fire the Ouija here, which, you know how my Luigi plushie is smaller than my Mario plushie? That is the same thing for my Fire Mario and Fire the Ouija plushie, and I love that because it works on the canon of Bastion 1. So you got different companies, as you can see by the tags, and Luigi, his hat's kind of blocking his eyes, and his nose kind of blocking his eyes. But, you know, he's in very nice condition, so there's my Fire the Ouija plushie. He was also appeared in season 10 episode Mario and Luigi's Time Traveling Pursuit, and he's also appeared in season 1 and 3. Now we got Hammer Kirby, who's kind of been a very interesting character, and I say that because he has been like the other Kirbys, where he's had a minor role. I'm pretty sure he's been part of the Dragons Gang. I remember in season 4, you know, when Blue was trying to get our people to sign the petition, Hammer Kirby answered the door as like a redneck. But in season 8, he got an official character. He was Cousin Mario's like right-hand man, and he was killed off at the end of season 8 by Peach because, you know, he was saying, "Oh, you can't do this." So yeah, rest in peace, Hammer Kirby. Cousin Mario and Hammer Kirby died in the same episode, and it's tragic. So that's why I didn't use Hammer Kirby after season 8, because he developed in an actual side character, and it would be kind of disrespectful to use him. So I want Hammer Kirby to be remembered as Cousin Mario's right-hand man from season 8. Oh, look at that! We got Kooky! We got Magikoopa, who is only really old. He was in really only old episodes, and I did bring him back. He appeared a bit in season 1, where practically all the main characters told him fuck off, but he came back in season 10 and everyone gave an apology. So this is Kooky, Santa's son, and he says I'm kooky a lot because I don't know, I was growing up and I remember this TV show where this one guy said I'm kooky a lot. I thought, hey, you know, look at him, you know, his glasses, he kind of just looks like a kooky person, so I kind of made that his little joke. I don't think this is a licensed plushie, but, you know, that's Magikoopa. And he's kooky. He's another one of Junior's friends. And when I do make that spin-off series about Junior and his friends, you can definitely believe that Kooky will make an appearance. That I promise you. We got another Kirby plush here. This one is Beam Kirby. Once again, part of the Dragons Gang, and he was also one of Peach's and Cousin Mario's servants at the castle. And this is the last plushie for the first bag. This plushie is actually very special to me on a sentimental value. She's probably my best friend. She gave me this for not Christmas. She gave me this for my birthday. I think it might have been my 13th birthday. My best friend gave me this plushie, so I have it on a sentimental level. But once again, Cutter Kirby has appeared as a member of the Dragons Gang, and he has also been one of Cousin Mario and Peach's servants. Now, let's start reaching into bag number 2, and the first plushie I need to do some sewing on. This is Boo the Ouija from Mario Galaxy games. So, I don't know if he's actually appeared in a Stuffy video or not, but yeah, it's Boo the Ouija. Here's a plushie I haven't used in a while. It's Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog. He's appeared in a few episodes of Bowser 1. I think the last episode he was in, it was in Season 2 when the Ouija nuked Green Hill Zone. Is Sonic dead? Is he alive? Well, I'll leave that to you guys to decide. So there's my Sonic plushie. This is really the only Sonic plushie I have. I would like a Tails one, though, because Tails is awesome. And this is a broken Ice Flower plushie. There used to be a stem to it, but it came off. And you may remember this from all the way back in a Mario tale. This was one of the Flowers of Power, so... yeah, it's a very old plushie. And very old for Bowser 1. So you guys remember how I got Boo Luigi? Got Boo Mario right here, and he's in a little bit better condition. I think Boo Mario has appeared in a video before. And here is my Lakitu plushie. You may remember him as Junior's boss all the way back in Season 2. But now this is also Junior's boss again, because at the Season 10 finale... Junior got his job offered back, and he took it. So, once again, he is Junior's boss. And this is my Bart Simpson plushie. I don't know if this is like a pop figure plushie, because, it's got the eyes like one. But, yeah, I don't know. But this Bart Simpson plushie has actually appeared in a Bowser 1 episode before. It was a very old episode. It was called... The Donut, I think it was called, and basically in that episode, Chef Homer eats a poisonous donut, and they're deciding to, they're trying to figure out who poisoned the donut, and they actually find out at the end of the second part that Chef Homer went to like a donut shop, and the person that gave him the donut was Bart Simpson. So that's a little bit of humor from the Simpsons show hinted in Bowser 1. Now we're getting into my Plants vs. Zombies plushie. So this is my Sunflower plushie. She has appeared in Bowser 1. I remember her in Season 10. Bowser's looking for jobs, and she's like the manager of this big company that Bowser ends up screwing up. Now right here is a very interesting plushie. You have a few of these. It's a Koopa shell, and look at... oh, it still works, but it's kind of light. See if you can hear it. It makes a noise when you shake it. So there's a big Koopa shell plushie. You have another plushie like that, or if you hit something, it makes a noise. So, yeah. Remember when you were kids and you used to go to Toys R Us and they used to have really cool like Mario plushies and stuff? Yeah, that's where I got that Koopa shell. Now we're getting into my South Park plushies. I actually don't know if any of them have appeared in Bowser 1, but there's little butters. Keeping with the trend of South Park plushies, we got Stan Marsh over there. And we have a Spiny that Lakitu throws in the Mario games. He has appeared in Bowser 1. The one spot that I do remember him is in Season 9, when, they're trying to do a Mushroom Kingdom-wide prohibition. I think he was a delivery guy. I might be wrong. He might be a customer or something like that. But that's Spiny. And here is the last Mario plushie. The last Mario Power-Up plushie. I only have the Fire Flower suits. And Tanuki Mario in the Boo outfits. This is the last power-up plushie. But he, this Tanuki Mario did appear in a very old Bowser 1 episode. Basically, Mario, I think he touches a Tanuki leaf and he gets the Tanuki outfit on. And then people start criticizing him because he's an animal killer and something. And he gets depressed. Because he's like, I'm just wearing a costume. Why are people doing this to me? When I originally filmed that episode, for the longest time, I thought it was the funniest episode. But, when I started doing seasons, I realized that, hey, these episodes are a lot funnier, so... yeah, whoa, look, we got a lot of plushies to begin with. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit all of them on my bed, but I'll keep grabbing them from the bag. I used to have a lot of SpongeBob plushies, but I think this is the only one I have. This is the Christmas SpongeBob plushie. I'll put him on my pillow there. He's got a Christmas hat. This is very, very old Bowser 1, but basically, Bowser used to be a huge SpongeBob fan. He used to obsess over SpongeBob. And I think in one of my old houses, one episode I did was Bowser and Junior were moving into a house, and SpongeBob was the one showing it to him. And Bowser's like, "Oh my gosh, it's SpongeBob!" And SpongeBob was kind of being a dick to Bowser. That was fun. So now we get some more Plants vs. Zombie stuffies. We got Walnut here, and the one episode that I do remember him from is Season 3. He's like the leader, he's a guard, I think, or something like that, in a big tech company. And Blue, is Blue the one that kills him? Somebody kills him by squishing him. I don't know if they kill him or they knock him out, but they squish him, and that either kills him or knock him out, and it allows him to advance on her. So I do remember him from Season 3. Another Plants vs. Zombie plushie. We got Cattail. I remember Cattail from Season 9 at the grocery store when Dr. Bones and Dr. Bones with Wings are trying to do the whole Mushroom Kingdom-wide prohibition. And, where is he? Dr. Bones with Wings right there. He's like, "Oh, you're a stupid piece of crap." And then, she's like, oh, she gets kind of horny, and then they end up doing it. He really, really hates her, and then Dr. Bones comes in and he saves her by shooting her. So yeah, that was funny. Got another Plants vs. Zombie plushie. We got Gargander, I think his name is, and the little imp at the back of him. He has appeared in Bowser 1. He is a police officer. I think his name is Officer Gray. Next up, we have Bullet Bill here. Sorry, I'm going to have to start bending back further to put these plushies. We got a Bullet Bill here. I remember him from a Bowser Jr. 1 episode. He was like Bowser's old friend, and when he showed up again, the two of them got in mischief. Or it wasn't mischief, it was law-breaking stuff. Another South Park plushie, my main man Kyle. Favorite South Park character. Cartman's always ripping on him. But Kyle's, standing there for what's right. It's kind of like Junior, Bowser's doing so much stupid shit, but Junior's standing there for what's right. So, you need the voice of reason and chaos, and Junior and Kyle kind of have that in common. Next up, we have another Plants vs. Zombie plushie, Jalapeno. I know he was in Bowser Jr. 1. I know it for a fact. I just don't remember what episode he was in, or what video. Oh, we got Nom Nom. Old Bowser Jr. 1 fans will remember him. He was originally Junior's pet. And, he was, he loved candy because, in the video game that he's in. And, in the one episode, Mario and Bowser Jr. in Surprise, we found out that in the last house Bowser and Bowser Jr. was in, Bowser threw a Snickers in the vent, and he ran in after it. So that was the last we've seen of Nom. Is he still alive? I'll leave that to you guys to decide. I know, I can be a dick. I'm letting you decide the fate of Sonic and Nom, but, I like to leave a bit of mystery. Next up, we got another South Park plushie. We got Cartman here, the main fat ass, and I do have one complaint with this plushie. The only complaint I have is I feel like they could have made Cartman a bit fatter. Now, I do remember, I think Cartman and Kyle were in a Bowser 1 episode. Bowser Jr. was scrolling through TV, and he was watching some South Park, and Cartman was like, "Oh, fuck you stupid Jew," and then Kyle was like, "Oh, fuck you, fat ass," or something like that. Typical South Park shenanigans. And then, I think Bowser walks in and Junior quickly shuts it off. Next up, we have another plushie that has appeared in Bowser 1. He also was Junior's pet. His name was Cheney. He was Junior's dog. And we find out in the same episode, Mario and Bowser Jr. in Surprise, you find out that Bowser let him outside one night, and he never came back. So Bowser is basically the reason that most of Junior's pets are gone. So, yep, that's good old Cheney. Got another Plants vs. Zombie plushie right here, which is Cactus. And I do remember that he was in a few Bowser 1 episodes. He was in the Season 1 Christmas special. He was in the episode in Season 1 right before the Christmas special. When Mario goes to Walmart and he gets, what does he get? Mr. Noodles and beer or something like that. And I think I know he appeared in Season 9. I just can't remember where. Next up, we got Yellow Yoshi here. which is, I actually used to have a lot of different colored Yoshi plushies like this, but now for some reason yellow Yoshi is really the only one I can find. And there's an interesting story about this yellow Yoshi is, you know, in Bowser Number 1, he is a very funny character. Like, he is obsessed with Mario, like, beyond obsessed. Like, he loves him, and I remember him, he's been in a few episodes, he's mainly been in Season 2, and he makes a brief appearance in Season 10. I remember him Season 2 when he goes up to Junior to buy Mario Tennis Aces. He's like, is there any way we can get rid of all the characters in the game and replace them with Mario? He says that creepy stuff, and Junior's like, I'm going to give you a code. The code is GETHELP. So, yeah, he's the character that's had a lot of funny jokes surrounding him because of his obsession with Mario. I mean, I'm obsessed with Mario, but not to the point where I'm willing to, you know, kick all the other Mario characters out of a Mario game and, you know, replace them with more Mario. So, you know, he's a very creepy man. You know, that Yoshi's fucking disturbing. Next up, we got another South Park plushie here. I think this is my last one. I got old Kenny. I got Butters, Stan, Cartman, Kyle. Yep, this is the last one I have. It's good old Kenny, always dying. It's probably not a good idea that I put him beside a bullet bill, is it? Next up, we have another Boo plushie, but this time it's an actual, real Boo. And in the last Bowser 1 video, I did a commentary on Bowser and the Boo, so I do remember him. He was the ghost in Bowser and the Boo. His name was Boo, and he's a real ghost, and he's just happy that people were there to see him. I got a lot of laughs from him in the Bowser and the Boo episode. You know, he was, you know, because, you know, they were all pulling a prank on Bowser. And the way that he would scare people was so funny. Like, you know, people were just minding their own business, and he would just kind of sneak up on them, and he'd be like, hey, how you doing? Oh, God, that was great. I really liked what he did in that episode. He was funny. Next up, I have a Koopa Troopa plushie, which I think is a very old Koopa Troopa plushie. And I think an interesting fact about this is this was the original Joe. I think this was... No, not Joe. This... I always get Joe and Phil. Joe and Phil. I always get them mixed up, and it pisses me off that I still get them mixed up because, you know, I've been doing this for years, but I've been getting a lot better. I think this used to be the original Phil before I decided to make him a boomerang bro. So, you know, because I do remember him in one Halloween video I did. He was with Junior. Next up, we got my Wario plushie. I do remember him from, he played a recurring character. I think his first appearance was in a Halloween episode, my most viewed video on the channel, called Bowser's with Scary Halloween. You know, Junior's friends going trick-or-treating, and then Wario comes along and he robs him, and he sort of becomes a recurring character, you know, always causing mischief for everyone. I don't remember his last appearance, but I do remember Junior talking about him in the 200 episode I did called Mario Trip Down Memory Lane. So remember that shell that makes noise when you shake it? Well, this is the other plushie you got from Toys R Us. Basically, grab a corner and you hit a button. There's the 1-up. So you get some coin noises, and eventually you get a 1-up noise. I live an hour away from a Toys R Us, but they used to do so much cool exclusive stuff, you know? You'd go there and there'd be like a whole section or two of Mario stuff, and they'd have the coolest stuff. And now it's just kind of like, you know, you go to what was it? You go to Toys R Us and you just see stuff you can buy from Walmart there, which really sucks because, you know, when I was a kid, I really I really loved it there. You know, I'm a teenager now, and, you know, I'm still a big Mario fan, so I would like collectibles. But luckily, last time I went there, they had the Isabelle, which has to be, honestly, the best thing I've gotten from the Toys R Us. Next plushie we have is another Plants vs. Zombie plushie. It is Pea Shooter. I do remember him in Season 10. You know, Bowser got the job as the IT manager, and he was managing him. He was a weeb, like, you know, when Bowser caused the company to go bankrupt, he's like, no, my anime, my mangas. That is my favorite line that he said, and I just remember it, so he's a bit of a fucking weeb. Next plushie I have is another Plants vs. Zombie one. It is a Snow Pea. And actually, I'm not too sure if it has appeared in Bowser 1 before, but yeah, it's a very small plushie, but a very good plant in the video game. Next plushie I got is another Plants vs. Zombie one. It is Squash. I do remember Squash from, I think it's season 10. No, it's season 9. It's season 9. He's one of the guys at the bar, you know, when Captain Toad, he's going around saying, "But he is a pig!" He's calling Porker Pig a pig because, you know, he actually is a pig. And, you know, everyone's get offended by it, so he's one of the guys that beats the shit out of Captain Toad, I think. Next up is another Plants vs. Zombie plushie. This one's kind of very weird. I think it's supposed to be a Cabbage Polt from the game, but it doesn't really look like it. And once again, similar to my Snow Pea over there, he is very small. Next up, we have another Plants vs. Zombie plushie, and this one is also weird. I think it's supposed to be a cherry bomb, but I think there's the other half of the cherry bomb is missing, so that's a bit weird. I'm gonna put you. Oh my god, I'm running out of space to put plushies. I'll put you right there by Jalapeno, because I mean you are a bomb in the game. The next plushie I have is I think it's Cornipolt. I know it's a very accurate plushie, but once again he's missing like the thing on the back of him that would shoot. But I can see why they did that for the plushie. But there is Cornage Polt. I guarantee I'm probably getting the name wrong because it's been a while since I played Plants vs. Zombies. But I know he has appeared in Bastion 1. I just can't remember where he's appeared. And my god, I'm just gonna stick you behind Cattail. There we go. Next up, we have Porker Pig, which is an Angry Birds pig. He originally appeared in, I think, he was in Season 1. It might have been early. No, it was Season 1. He was running against Peach in the election before the events of the Season 1 finale, where, you know, Bowser, he gets a 3-powered flower and he starts killing everyone. You know, what in Season 2 he comes back and he's like, after that whole Bowser shenanigans, fuck that, I quit. And he drops out of the running against Peach in the election, so Luigi enters in. But Porker Pig also makes an appearance all the way back in all the way into Season 9, which is where Captain Toad here calls him a pig, and he gets the shit kicked out of him. So we'll just, I wanted to stick him beside. We'll move Yoshi a bit and stick Porker Pig there, right beside his buddy Toad, eh? Next up is Petey Piranha, which is a very, once again, iconic Bowser 1 character for the simple reason of this junior plushie that you see right here. For the longest time, it was in storage, so when I started my Bowser 1 channel, I took this Petey Piranha plushie, I taped a bib on him, taped eyes on him, and taped the little hairdo on the back of him. So this was the original Junior. But he has made a few other roles as Petey Piranha. He was actually the guy that was, you know, talking in the election. He was, you know, while everyone was sitting watching the election, he was the one that announced the winner and, you know, announced the standards and everything. So we'll just put him right beside Junior there for the significance, for the fact that he was the original Junior. Next up is the Watermelon Polt from Plants vs. Zombies. He probably the most powerful plant in the game. And I do remember him from all the way into Season 9. He was also in the bar that Yoshi, Captain Toad, and Toadette were at. I don't remember if he was one of the guys that kicked Captain Toad's ass, but I do remember, I think he was one of the guys that was screaming, "Super Bowl!" And this was in like May or June that they were screaming this, so yeah, they were pretty hammered. We're almost done with my stuffies. Here is the last Mario one I have. It is a Bomb. I know he's appeared a few times. I think, was it him or the Bullet Bill that was the guard in Season 2 that Junior kills with wrapping paper? But I do know he appears in Season 10. He was in the King Dedede's Casino, and he was going to do Russian roulette before, I think it was Junior Bowser that came in and stopped him. Because a bomb doing Russian roulette is not a good idea, because, you know, if the bullet hits the bomb, pow! So yeah, let's actually get on to the last plushie of my plushie collection. The last plushie of my plushie collection is well, this isn't actually the last plushie, but, you know, I have a few other ones after that I will show you. This is Steve, another Plants vs. Zombie plushie, and you may remember him from all the way back in Season 2. He was the guy doing TV commercials. "Hi, my name is Steve." He was trying to sell these crappy products that didn't work. He makes an appearance in Season 9, which is pretty funny. Now, I do have a few other plushies that I will show you. Here is the Nia plushie from Lego Ninjago. When I was a kid, I really used to love this Lego Ninjago show, and I still am a fan of it now, but certainly not as big of a fan as I was when I was later. And when I was a kid, or maybe 3-4 years ago, I went to Legoland and actually picked up this Nia plushie from the Hands of Time season. She did make an appearance in one episode. She actually made an appearance in Cousin Mario's debut episode, you know, when Cousin Mario, he randomly passed out sometimes, so Luigi rushed him to the hospital, and Nia is the doctor there. Now, I've actually decided on not showing you the last two plushies I have, because it's a very big sentimental value to me. You know, they're just normal teddy bears, but to me they're very special, because I got them when I was just a baby, and they've been a big part of my life. And, you know, I love talking to you guys. You know, YouTube is awesome, but there are some things I'd like to keep private, and, you know, this might seem silly to you that I want to keep two plushies private, considering I'm a stuffy channel, but these ones are very sentimental to me, so I'd like to keep them private, and I thank you for understanding. But anyway, yeah. Wow. A lot of different plushies. Some of them have come and gone. You know, I've kept all the Mario ones, but, you know, a few other plushies have come and gone. Like, I used to have Peanuts ones from, like, the comic show that eventually became a TV show. Like, every Halloween we watch The Great Pumpkin, that type of Peanut stuff. I used to have those plushies, but eventually I donated them, and they did appear in Bowser 1. So these are the plushies that have stayed and probably will stay. So certainly a lot. As we've learned, I have a lot of Mario plushies. As we know, most of these are Mario plushies. But we also got a lot of Plants vs. Zombies plushies, and some South Park plushies, and some Simpsons ones too. And of course got the Kirby plushies. But, you know, plushies are a big part of my life, and, you know, I don't care what people say. They're not for kids. They can be collector's items, sentimental items. Plushies are, you know, there's a fact of your life. It doesn't matter, you know. Actually, the thing I was going to say is practically everyone has a plushie, but that's not true. But most people have a plushie. And, you know, some of these plushies will be with me till the day I die, like the two plushies I didn't show you. But also Blue, Dr. Bones, Peach, Luigi, Mario, Junior, Bowser, Rosalina, Homer. Those plushies are going to be with me until the day I die. They've been a big part of my life, and they're going to be with me for a long time. I don't want to let them go. But yeah, I love plushies. You know, they're a very cool collector's item, and, you know, I love doing plushie videos, so that's why I thought it'd be such a good idea to do a little plush collection for you guys. Now, the video that's going to come out next week is I'm going to do another Bowser 1 commentary. I'm going to commentate on a Mario Tale Part 2. Fun! But you know, Mario Tale is a big part of Bowser 1 history, so, you know, we're going to finish the series, and I feel like I treated the first part a little bit too harshly, because it was the first thing I ever did, and, you know, I was just making jokes, but overall, it's a pretty good thing for the first thing I created. So the next video I will be doing next week will be Bowser 1 commentary for Mario Tale Part 2. But there are a lot of other things that I want to do in the future, similar to this. Like, this is a plush collection. Sometime in the future, I would like to do a video game collection where I would show you guys all my video games. Like, here's where I keep my DS and 3DS games. Over there is where I keep my PlayStation games. Right here is where I keep my GameCube, Wii U, and Switch games, and my NES and SNES ones are up there. So I'd like to give you guys a tour of my my video games sometime in the future. And also, I am a pretty big movie buff. I love collecting DVDs. I find, like, you know, people love collecting video games, and I do too, but I find an even bigger joy in collecting movies that I enjoy. So sometime in the future, expect a DVD collection video. So, yeah, similar to how I did a stuffy collection video, sometime in the future, expect a DVD and a video game collection video in the future. But anyway, next week, look forward to Mario Tale Part 2 commentary. And thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, you're all awesome, and bye-bye.